Hey everybody, it is story time. This is my new setup, so we're gonna just see how everything goes. Hello. Let's see. So today, we're gonna have a little bit of story time. I've been having a lot of weird issues going on this last few months, and I didn't really recognize that they were all kind of related. It started, I had been sick and having some issues at the beginning of February. So February came and I found myself getting sick. No big deal, it happens. I did feel quite like crap, but it is what it is. It's whatever. It was probably COVID. I didn't get checked. I didn't have to work in the time period when I had it. So we just stayed at home, rested, and tried to recover. Then, shortly after being sick, I came up with a lump on my back. And it was awful. It was huge, and it went all the way down, and it hurt to touch, it hurt to move. It was red and inflamed and so mad. So I had just been to the doctor and showed it to her, and it wasn't near this big or ouchy when I was at the doctor. But anyways, she knew what was going on, so she went ahead and called me in some antibiotics. And cool, get rid of this thing. We're gonna fight it. We're gonna knock it out with some little antibiotics. But guess what? The antibiotics ended and the pain did not. So I really didn't want to go to the dermatologist, because if you've ever been to the dermatologist, you know they're quite spendy. And this is on my back, so removal, I had to have a cyst removed, and it was like $2,000. So I'm like, it's my back. I don't want to spend $2,000. Let's just hope this goes away. So, doctor. And she said, okay, here's some more antibiotics. And then, after that 10-day course, it finally started to go away. Hooray. I'm feeling better. That's great. But then, what is happening? What is happening here? If you're a lady, you'll know sometimes after taking a lovely course of antibiotics, you find yourself with pain and itching and burning in your nether regions, if you catch my drift. So, unfortunately, it appeared that my lovely antibiotics that finally gave me some relief on my back after about a month. My back was feeling better, and my poor down below was angry. So mad. So painful. And no fun. Okay. We'll clear up. Not a big deal. And so, no sooner did it start to clear up, then it would start to come back again. And what in the world is going on? I just started tracking to see if it was hormonal. So, I'm at the age, it's time. The change, she's coming. She's knocking at my door. But also, we're approaching the end of March now, and I'm starting to have all the problems seeing I'm having a harder time at work. And I'm like, I can't see that. Talk to my coworker. Can you see that? Yeah. Uh-oh, it's time. Not quite due for my annual eye exam, but I'm close, only about a month out. And for the last couple of years, every time I notice something funky going on with my eyes, my mom's like, uh-oh, it's bifocals. It's bifocals. It's time for bifocals. Pretty sure I was around your age when I got the bifocals. So, okay, it's just, I'm getting older, and it's, we're entering bifocal season. Ironically, my last doctor's appointment before this one, she had said my eyes were getting better. So I'm like, maybe they just reverted to my previous script. No big deal. No big deal. We're just gonna go back where we started. Oh no, my eyes did, in fact, get worse. But, okay, we got some new glasses, and there you have it. Problem solved, right? Well, then come the Charlie horses. I'm not sure if all parts of the world call them Charlie horses, but in my neck of the woods, a Charlie horse is basically a cramp in a muscle, usually your calf muscles. But from working out and lifting weights, I also know you can get them in other places, like your neck. Not a fun time. However, I was waking up every night with Charlie horses, and they were severe. Every time I stretched or moved around in bed, I was getting a cramp in a calf muscle. And I mean, oh, this is, if you've ever had one, you know, they hurt, they suck. They're no fun. They're definitely no fun at all. So I'm like, what am I doing? I haven't been working out as much because I was sick. And right here, all the little ouchies every single night. But I've not been working out. I've been sick, and then my back hurt because of the sore on my back. And y'all, I don't mean like a sore on my back. I mean, if I put on a sports bra, I couldn't hardly stand to have it touch me. If anyone even brushed up against me, it hurt so bad I wanted to jump out of my skin. It was crazy, the severity of the pain. So I hadn't been working out where I had been working out 4 to 5 times a week, doing cardio and strength training. And now all of a sudden I'm sedentary, not doing much at all. So I'm like, okay, it's probably that. Or, I mean, I shouldn't be dehydrated because muscle cramps can also be caused by dehydration. But I drink a ton. I'm always thirsty. That's not new. That's always been my life. Always had dry mouth. But anyways, the muscle cramps were ridiculous. And shortly after the muscle cramps started, I started waking up in the middle of the night to pee. This is not me. I don't wake up in the middle of the night to pee. I've always drank all day, peed all day, all like crazy, but it's never woke me up. And I'm just chalked it up again to getting older. Getting older. I guess I'm not gonna be sleeping through the night anymore. I'm going to be, now that my toddler is finally sleeping through the night, I'm going to be waking up at intervals to pee. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's just because I'm used to him waking up. So I'm starting to wake up now, but I'm not sure. I'm like, it'll stop. So now we are peeing all of the time, day and night. And I kind of put it out of my mind, but during this time, I was also starting to get severe thirst at night. Of course, it was when I was up peeing. So I thought, you know, it's just because I'm awake and I'm peeing. You know, normally I sleep through my thirst. But now, she's awake, so she's thirsty. And this wasn't your usual thirst. This was, my cup is 40 ounces, y'all. I got the big brew bait and I got the baby brew bait. She's not a baby. I think I have a 40 and a 30. But anyways, it was 40 ounces. And I was waking up multiple times a night to suck her down. There was more than one night when one night I got up and went to the chicken. I went to the chicken to get some water. No, I went to the kitchen to get some water. And there was at least one night where I was drinking out of the bathroom sink because I was just so incredibly thirsty. I couldn't get enough. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to increase my electrolytes during the day. I'm not, maybe I'm peeing so much during the day that I'm flushing out my electrolytes, and that's why I'm cramping. So, I get my handy dandy doses of electrolytes in. Maybe, some days maybe I'll even take 2, just for good measure. Just to make sure. Not as fun as that once was. So, now we've got all of the weird yeast infections. We've gotten all of the thirst, all of the night pee. Okay, whatever, being in your 40s, I guess it just sucks, things are things are done now. Anyhow, then it's like, how long does this list have to go? And then there's more. Didn't I just do that a while ago? It didn't work then. It's not gonna work now. There's more. How long is your laundry list gonna be, lady? Jeez, get over with it already. Right? You're telling me. That's when the nausea started, and I've recently been put on a medication. I've been on it for a couple months already, but I've never been good at taking pills on an empty stomach, and it's a thyroid pill, and if you know anything about thyroid pills, it usually means you have to take them on an empty stomach. But I was getting nauseous before and after the pills. It didn't matter. And I'd been also having some like bloating issues and severe stomach gas for a couple months as well. But once again, I just thought it was a diet or whatever, something I ate. And the pain in my stomach went from just nausea to severe stomach cramps. I mean, doubling over in your chair, trying to breathe, not able to function until it passes. And they would pass. It wasn't nonstop. They would pass and everything would be okay again. So, okay, cool. We can, I mean, this sucks. Obviously, this sucks, but it's gone. So, we're past it. We're past it. Don't know why this is suddenly happening. And now I also had been eating like trash. I've been mainly eating keto, pretty low carb for the last couple of years. And I started eating like a dumpster fire. All of a sudden I was just super stressed out, house under construction, and I don't know what got into me exactly, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna eat some pizza. I'm gonna have some, I'm gonna have some carbs. Not the good carbs. I'm gonna have whatever simple trash carbs that I might like to have. And it's alright. It'll be fine. So yeah, all the things were going on. The list of things just kept building. And once again, I didn't think they were connected. I was just like, oh my god, this is what getting old feels like. I hadn't been exercising because I felt like crap, so all these other things are happening as well. It's a hot mess out here. It's a hot mess. I went back to my doctor at the end of May. And at my February appointment, where I was having the back problems and that, I was supposed to get blood work done. I was due. But I had my toddler with me, and I didn't know how that was gonna go and how long the wait was gonna be. So I was like, yeah, I'll just come in when my husband takes a day off and get everything taken care of. Well, my husband recently switched to a weekday shift. So unless he takes a day off, I'm not really able to go in and get lab work done. I just figured there would be a time he would take a day off and I would be able to go. But it didn't happen. So we were at my May appointment and she was like, well, look, go get your lab work done, lady. What are you doing? Go get your lab work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead and get the labs drawn. So my husband went in late to work one day. Thank goodness, because I sat there for like an hour and a half. Had to leave, take my oldest to work because it took so long. Come back and get my labs drawn. They were just so crowded. It was crazy town up in there. So anyways, I'd been fasting, but it was later in the day. I had been running around. And so my lab work came back. Dun, 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 abnormal. And I think I equated it to, and I think my doctor probably did as well, as like, hey, it was like 12 in the afternoon before this got done. You've been up, you've been doing stuff. And girlfriend, that number is high. My fasting glucose in November of 24 was 86. Okay. When I went in May 2025, it was 200. 247. I mean, what? What? How does that what? Who are you? Who are you? I had gestational diabetes while I was pregnant with my last pregnancy. I never once, even on insulin, had a blood sugar of 247. So, the doctor's office calls me and they're like, yeah, let's go ahead and run those little labs again. And I'm like, right? Like, maybe that girl didn't rub the alcohol nice and well into my arm. Maybe, yeah. Even though all my other labs were normal. I'm like, obviously there's a mistake somewhere. Let's go ahead and do some labs again. Cool. Good deal. Sounds great. So we do. Ooh, pineapples. Those are fun. Pineapple. So, she has me come in for another fasting glucose. Just fasting glucose. The other was all my labs. Well, it was CBC. And lo and behold, my fasting glucose was 297. So what's even happening right now? This is crazy town. So, of course, what did she do? More labs. Call more labs. I'm sure my husband's work loves me by now. More labs. More missed days. Late days for my husband, I guess. And let's see what we have, my dears. My A1C, which the last time it was ran was like 5.6, 5.7. I can't remember. It was just like right under the scale of being normal. So it went up to 11.6. That's insane. That's so high. Like compared to what it was. Well, my little smart doctor also went ahead and did my C-peptides and my insulin, my fasting insulin. My fasting insulin is on the very low end of normal, but I still have some. But my pancreas, she's not doing much. She's not doing much at all. This little lady is a 0.6, which is under normal. She's not putting in work. She is not doing the thing, y'all. She's not completely kaput. She's doing a little. She is doing a little, but not much. So basically, y'all, my body's not really making much insulin. Hence why my blood sugar is out of control. It's crazy. I've never seen. My numbers have never been like this before. I think I like freaked out because they were just so high. And this little girl, she's done. She's done. So, my pancreas isn't doing work. It's all like wonk, 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 wonk. My pancreas just doesn't want to do anything. So it's doing a little. But now we have new orders from the doctor. Test your blood sugar, test your blood sugar, test your blood sugar when you wake up, before you eat, and before you go to bed. So we're looking at when you wake up, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and bed, possibly 5 times a day. So she did order me a handy dandy little Dexcom, my fancy new jewelry. However, if you know how insurance goes, it all has to be pre-approved. But, so I'm waiting on that. So we did have to do a few finger sticks. She was able to give me one. And my blood sugars are still high. I do have, I've been eating keto for several years. So I do have a Keto Mojo monitor. And a lot of times when you're becoming diabetic and your body's misbehaving, your ketone levels can go up. This isn't great. These are all my numbers. They're high. They're so high. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. I don't know if y'all know, but under 100 is normal fasting glucose. My blood sugar, which is glucose, is just hanging out in the 200s, 300s. It actually got up into the 400s most of the day after she gave me the Dexcom. It's like, what in the world is even happening? Why? Yeah. And my doctor is like, what? Even on keto, you're hardly eating any carbs at all? Like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, oh, danger. She didn't say it, but she said it with her face. She's like, girl, what is wrong with you? So, new orders. We got our handy dandy new jewelry, Dexcom. We are going to be taking metformin daily, which I've tried metformin before and it hasn't really done anything. Hopefully it'll do something else this time. We are going to be doing insulin daily. So shots for days. Not the fun kind either. Just shots. We are going to be doing a weekly shot as well, once the insurance says that yes ma'am, you can actually have diabetic medication. We're not sure if I'm gonna end up being type 1 or type 2 because my pancreas hasn't given up on life quite yet. But she said I'm gonna be feeling like crap for the next, guys. I think this little thing, I think I already used all the glue. That's sad. Maybe don't buy glue tape on Amazon. Because I literally used it for like, 3 pages. And it's already done. Either that, it's also possible I don't know how to use it. Oh no. I don't know. It looks like there's a whole rolly thing in the back. But first time using glue tape. I don't know. Someone that's more of an expert than me, maybe chime in. Maybe I shouldn't use so much. Maybe it's a me thing. So, right now, I need to continue to drink all of the waters. Find a page. Look at us. We skipped one. We skipped me and my toddler made these beautiful pages. Need to drink all of the water and keep up with the. Am I using the dead one? Totally am. Keep up with the electrolytes. Need to do all of the exercise. Woo! Woo! This guy totally doesn't look like he's running. Run, run, run! Go, go, go! I'm not a runner, y'all. I'm not a runner. But I do have a trampoline. Have you guys ever tried rebounding as an adult with the little one that goes in the house? It's so much fun. It's the best. I never thought I would enjoy it so much. And okay, I'm just saying Amazon Prime Day is coming up. They might have a deal. So, right now we're just kind of playing the wait and see game. And what's my little pancreas gonna do? What is it gonna put in some work? Is it going to just tap out? It's a wait and see. I'm monitoring my blood glucose. See if these meds have any effect. I need to eat healthy, which right now anything I eat, I've been eating extremely low carb for the last few days since I've had this Dexcom on. Like, I can't spell Dexcom. I don't think it's Dexcom. Can you look at your arm upside down and read? Heck no, you're blind. Anyways, yeah, it doesn't matter whether I'm eating or not. It seems my blood sugar's staying the same. It's staying stable. Elevated but stable. We're not having like huge fluctuations. So like, even though I haven't eaten anything since like 5 p.m. yesterday, my blood sugar was still in the 200s. And it's been that way since last night before I went to bed. So yeah, fun stuff. That's what's going on over here. I did exercise yesterday, and I did experience some lower numbers. Not while I was exercising, I had an increase, but later on that day for a little while I did have some lower numbers. So I'm not sure if it's from the insulin. I had some overall lower numbers yesterday until like last night right before bed. So I don't know if it's from the long acting. I can't words are super hard. Wonder if it's from that, if the exercise did help lower my blood sugar some. And I've not, I had a lot of work to do this morning. I've not been very active at all, and my blood sugar has stayed elevated. So, oh, my sad little orange citrusy thing turned into a But anyways, guys, that's what's going on over here. Hope things are going better on your end. I just wanted to kind of have a little story time. These are the drawings I've been playing with the last few days, kind of just chronicling my journey. And also my toddler wanted to paint. So yeah, some stuff's going on over here. We're gonna be doing some adjustments, and let's see how it goes. She said I'm gonna feel crappy for the next few weeks while we try to get it figured out. But I was very excited yesterday when it went down into, I think the lowest it got was like 138, but that was the lowest number I've seen since we started checking. So yay, it was fun because the day before it was over the 400 limit and wouldn't read on the handy dandy Dexcom. So I hope you guys are doing great. If you like this style Go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know what kind of content you want to see or what you want to learn about next. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.